All right, third time's a charm, right? Anyways, guys, what's up? It's Big Mac here, and I kind of wanted to talk about obviously Gears of War E-Day, since the game has finally been announced at the Xbox Showcase. I know I made two videos about it already, but I kind of wanted to collect my thoughts in a way because both those videos were sort of kind of reactionary and like just immediate thoughts rather than kind of thoughtful ones. And the first thing I did kind of want to do is actually I did want to address the my fucking trailer video, because I didn't think about the house being just a random Gears house. I was thinking more or less like, hey, um, hey, like this could be Marcus's house. I didn't think of that. I didn't think about like how the house in the video or in the trailer is legit, could be just some random soldier's house. And like that cog action figure that I saw was like, oh, this is an action figure for like, this is an action figure for a kid. And I was thinking like, oh, this is Marcus's action figure. Also, how the hell did that chunk me? What? I was thinking this is Marcus's action figure, but I didn't think about like, oh, this is like the whoever's house this is. Like this cog here obviously had a whole family, and like had a kid and his wife or his family set up this the nice little ribbon thing. Um, I'm down. Um, so I kind of want to I didn't think about it like that, and but now that I do think about it like that, like how like the house just is just some random person's house. It's like, damn, bro, like it just it goes into more. It's like how fast and like the turnaround was for the locust to come after the pendulum wars. Like this cog gear, or like the just in general the whole like world of Sarah, like barely had a chance to really gather their thoughts about the the fucking long ass war that they just ended. They barely had time to celebrate or even think about the war. and and now it's like, now they have to fight the locusts, which are even a more formidable foe. And it's just crazy. It's like, damn, like they barely had time to think and sit down and relax. Like all the cog gears basically have to go back to war for the next, obviously however long I'm dead here. um they had to go back to war for however long. And it's just like, damn, bro, like shit. Like it's just it is very, in a way it is kind of like okay, I got shot from the back. But it is very much like, it is kind of depressing to think about it in that way, in that light. It's like, damn, bro, these poor guys just got back, and now they have to fight a war against an enemy that they have no idea how to kill them, where they're coming from, how strong they are, how tough they are. Like the fact that their regular retro lancers don't even work on them. It is kind of just like, damn. So like, it is. I think now that I look at that trailer in a sense of like, this is just some random person's house, I think that is I have um a much better appreciation for the trailer. Also, this is live com, so I am kind of sucking right now, because I'm trying to think of things to say as I just roll. Great. um I don't know how that doesn't kill. I'm dead. But yeah, I was just thinking that. So I kind of just wanted to fix that mistake, I guess, from that little mistake I had about me thinking that this house is Marcus's house and not just a random person's house. But besides that little thing I wanted to talk about, I did want to also, nice update there. I did kind of want to talk about just Gears of War E-Day and my hope, my excitement for the game. Though there's one thing that has me disappointed. Besides like the design of the characters, I was disappointed in uh there not being like a set release date, like not even like a year. Like it didn't say 2025, it didn't say 2026. It was just like, yeah, like Microsoft in a way in that showcase was like, yeah, we know you guys are waiting for this. You guys have basically been waiting for this for almost 5 years. Now you guys are gonna have to wait a little bit more. Could it be 6 years? Could it be 7 years potentially? Like for sure, if not next year, for sure that game is coming out in 26. But it's like, damn, like that's still like 7 years that we had to wait for your Gears game. And you look at the timeline of when Gears has been coming out, um, they have been kind of short releases. Like think of like turnaround. Like so, 2006 you had Gears of War 1, obviously, and then 2 years later in '08 you had Gears 2. 3 years later you had Gears 3. 2 years later you had Judgment. 3 years later you had 4, and 3 years later you had 5. Right? Now I understand COVID kind of probably ruined some plans and stuff, but even then, I really do feel like even if COVID didn't happen, I do feel like we still wouldn't have had a Gears game. Like I think after Gears 5, because of really the community split, I think both for gameplay wise and story wise, like the people who care about gameplay, they don't really care about the story, which is fine. Obviously, they enjoy them like the gameplay, like they're pro players. I'm sure they really don't care about the story too much. They rather care about the gameplay, and the gameplay for Gears 5, I think not really. I don't think many people, I guess, would enjoy, but it's just, I think they prefer like the, I don't know, something like Gears 3 movement, perhaps. Although I will say this game's movement is very fluid and like it allows you to express yourself. Um, Obviously, I'm not very good at the movement in this game. As I just roll for the 17th time, I chunked someone there. Okay, there we go. I gotta get used to the movement. I used to be pretty good at this game. That guy deserves to kill me, 100%, 100,000%. Anyways, I feel like the pro players of the game maybe really don't like the gameplay. Like I'm not saying the movement is bad, but I think it's rather like the gunplay maybe it's just is not the same, or like maybe the game modes they have just aren't the same. Like I think good shot. I do think the pro players don't really like the gameplay as much as like maybe Gears 4 like did, you know, or maybe even like obviously Gears 3 or even Gears 1 to some extent. Because obviously I think Gears 1, like the pro scene in Gears of War has always kind of been low. Though I do say Gears 1 probably had the most. Uh, Gears 1 had the most. Like I'm rolling. Gears 1 had the most popularity when it came to the pro scene, and anyways, that's besides my point. I just feel like the pro players of the game didn't really like the Gears 4 gameplay that much. I'm not saying the movement. I'm more or less saying I think the gunplay, like the crossing, maybe the Nasher fights just felt off. Maybe the pistol fights just felt off. Like, you know, I just to me it just didn't seem like the pro players really enjoyed the gameplay the gunplay that much. So I wonder how maybe in some ways how close they're gonna try and maybe ask for the help of maybe some pro players to see how they should design their gunplay. Obviously, if they make it too pro player-ish, then it's like, damn, like, then, you know, for casuals, it's kind of like this is kind of too sweaty, you know, compared. This is kind of too sweaty for me, because you know, so there needs to be a good balance. And I think Gears of War 4 honestly had that perfect balance of gunplay until they added that tuning option between casual or like between competitive and that shouldn't have killed me, but that before they added that tuning between competitive tuning and core tuning, like that was like a really stupid mistake, because now like for people, like for regular people like me who liked playing ranked, like I liked playing escalation and I liked playing escalation and execution in Gears of War 4. And sorry, not yeah, I actually like playing execution and escalation in Gears of War 4 because I preferred it. It was fun. But I do like playing King of the Hill sometimes, and you know, switching between that, like those two modes, like escalation and Koth, was just like so weird, because it's like, oh, I have to get used to this fucking weird ass competitive tuning and core tuning, and the core tuning is much stronger. Damn it. Dude, that little background, that little back shot is like, that's the one thing that annoys me. These fucking movement things. At least as a simple casual, not that good of a player, when someone does that, it's like it's just annoying that like It's just annoying. But obviously, I just need to get good at the game. It's not. It's again, it's skill expression. This game is not meant for casuals. Um. Anyways, so yeah, I just feel like the gunplay in Gears 4 kind of uh the tuning in Gears 4 kind of ruined the gun, like the way the game was, because without the like the same weapon tuning, like people who watched the pro scene just couldn't play the game normally because it was like, I don't want to, if that makes sense. I'll just leave that sniper alone. This guy has that Gears Tactics Onyx Guard armor on. I just... Damn. Anyways, that's besides my point. It's like, so when is this release date going to happen, right? Like, if it's 26, again, that's 7 years. 25, it's 8, like still 6 years. Like, it's either way, no matter what year this game releases, like, they had such a long time for it being the longest time since a Gears game has ever come out. Because like I just said, like, you know, other Gears games have come out relatively quick. I don't know how you got that down off me, honestly. I don't understand how you got all 8 pellets on me. Anyways, I just feel like the game has to be good, right? Like, the fact that it's almost been 6 years, or it's going to be 6 years most likely, since this game is not going to come out this year. I do feel like the the game just has to be good, and they've had so much time to make it to like, you know, to cook in the oven. Like, obviously I'm excited for what the game has to offer. I don't know how only 1 pellet there. Again, 1 pellet there. I'm gonna die to this Foz. Yeah. But yeah, like 7 years, bro. 6 years, 7 years. I like, when this game comes out, it has to be good. It just has to be good. I'm gonna take this long shot so this mirror doesn't take it. So, of course, I'm excited, but again, it just worries me that there's no release date too, because it's like, man, if it is 2027 or not 27, if it is 26, it's like, when, to me, it's like, when is the, like, I don't know, when is gameplay gonna be shown if it's 26? That's just, I'm gonna die. Yeah, but if it's 26, it's like, damn, does that mean we won't get gameplay till next year? Like, we got a trailer now, but we have to wait till 25 to see gameplay? Like, I don't know. That's what worries me with no release date. But of course, this doesn't mean I'm not excited. Still excited, of course. The way this game is going, the way the direction is going, like, this is one of the best trailers we've had since Gears of War, probably 2, or no, since Gears of War 3. Like, I love the Tomorrow trailer from Gears 4. Like, I think that trailer was truly fucking incredible. And it did kind of it did leave a lot of hope, I think, for Gears of War 4. But then we kind of got a little disappointed with, at least story-wise, Gears 4. Like, that game was, like, for the trailer compared to what it actually was, it was just kind of like, damn, I don't know. Also, was I not far? How did the fuck did I get chunked when I'm super far from that guy? Anyways, like, Gears of War 4's trailer was super good, but I think the way the gameplay was, or the story, like the theme, just wasn't it just wasn't what people expected. I need to reload. Ah, damn. It just wasn't what people expected. So, again, from a story-wise too, the way the trailer looked, like, I think people are also excited because it's like, damn, you know, this is such a good. It's like the way the trailer was presented, and the way they're talking about it too is kind of like, okay, they're going back in a serious tone, which story-wise can be interesting. And obviously with Dom back, it's like, damn. With Dom back, it leaves so much more excitement too, because I was like, man, we can finally play as Marcus and Dom again, and people, the new Gears generation doesn't know what it's like. Now, granted, I may be part of the new Gears generation, considering I'm still young, but I have been playing this game since Gears of War 2, so I like I've experienced like the passion of like Marcus and Dom, and like their story and where it went and how it ended. So like I'm excited because it's like, damn, we get to see how this relationship between these two characters really develop in, like, during E-Day. Since they didn't really know each other that well, perhaps, like, when E-Day happened. But obviously when we get to Gears 1, they've been fighting the Locust for 14 years, and either, it depends how long Marcus and Dom had been fighting before Marcus got sent to prison. But still, it is kind of interesting, and it's cool. But yeah, that's just like my one worry about E-Day is when is the game gonna come out? I need it, because also too, it's like, okay, you can drop the trailer, but when is gameplay gonna come out? Like, the same thing happened for Halo. I feel like when Halo Infinite first got released, like, remember that whole trailer of them showing off like the ring, and then the Marines, like, popping the smoke, and then you see Chief's helmet pop into view, and then they said Halo Infinite, and okay, but when that game trailer came out, it was in a way kind of like 6 to 7 months like later, like that another E3 happened that year in 2019. For like 2018 was the initial trailer, 2019 was the cutscene trailer, and then they said 2020 release date obviously got pushed back to 21. But there's that, and obviously it's barely been like a couple days, right? But I need it, man. Like, it's like a drug. Like, I need I'm having what do you call it when with withdrawals, man? I'm having Gears withdrawals, which is why I'm playing this game. That's probably not a joke I should be making, but still, man, it's just like, fuck, I have to wait. It's just, I really have to wait. I don't know. It sucks. It does suck. But anyways, the next point I kind of want to talk about is, like, what does this mean for the Marcus Phoenix collection? The MFC is what I'm donning the name as. The MFC. When is the Marcus Phoenix collection coming out, and is it real? So my initial thought was that they were gonna do this like Gears of War 4, and where they kind of released like a like a remaster of a game, and then like a year later they released the actual game. But maybe it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Maybe next year I'm dead. Maybe next year, next year when E3 happens, along with them showing some sort of gameplay for Gears of War E-Day, maybe that's when they're like, okay, I know you guys wanted the Gears collection, so here it is. We just needed another year of making it, but we do have it. Like, that would be, honestly, that would be kind of cool. And then they say, like, yeah, like 2026 is when the game's actually coming out. Which, again, still 7 years, but maybe next year they just say, like, yeah, we do have a Gears collection out in the works, and it's gonna come out in 2025, fall of 2025, like September or something. I think that would be kind of cool, considering the fact too that, considering the fact too that 2026 will be the 20-year anniversary since Gears came out. Like, maybe that is when that's when Gears of War E-Day will come out, is like for the 20-year anniversary of Gears of War. And I think, honestly, now that I say that out loud, that does sound like a pretty likely thing to happen. And now that I say that out loud, it's like, if Gears E-Day comes out during 2026, it's like that is the 20-year anniversary of Gears of War. And you know what? That would be kind of sick if they do release it that year, just to kind of celebrate. Like, yeah, like, so, on this day 20 years ago, you guys fought the Locust for the first time. Now, 20 years later, we're going to be experiencing our characters fighting them for the first time. I think that's a cool little storyline. Now that I say that out loud, I think marketing-wise, that is a very good decision to make, marketing-wise. So Coalition, if you're somehow listening to this, or even bigger Gears YouTubers like I don't know, like Icy or Shadows or King Abs or Barricade, you guys are like seeing this video somehow, like that, would that not be a cool idea of like 26, you know, in 2026, 20 years ago, you guys fought the Locust for the first time. Now 20 years later, you're gonna see your characters fight the Locust for the first time. Like, I think that would be cool. Also, why the fuck do people play this? Why do people plant nades, bro? How many bitches play FIFA? Holy shit, man. Anyways, gosh, yeah, I can't even fucking talk about my point. Anyways, what does this mean for the Marcus Phoenix collection? I still think it's real. I don't see I see no reason why the Coalition or Microsoft wouldn't want a collection to come out. Like it makes sense. In a sense, it will drive the hype for Gears of War up. It will drive the sales for Gears of War up. Plus, you can at least release it on. You can finally have it on PC, which people have been waiting for 20 years at this point. I hate that happened. Oh my gosh, that was such a sloppy kill. But people have been waiting for this game series to come out on PC, and obviously it's been nice to have Gears of War 4 and Gears of War 5 on PC, but people want to play the original games on PC without having to get fucking malware. Or I guess for Gears of War 1, you have to get the fucking, what is that, the Windows Play or Microsoft Windows Play from 2002. Like, people want to play Gears of War 1, the original, right? They do, but it's like they don't want to be playing on fucking Microsoft XP still. So I do think eventually we will get a Gears collection. I have a feeling it will be in 2025, as in next year. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't come out next year, just for fun. This guy is a bitch. Okay, that guy's actually just running away. Okay, whatever. But yeah, that's just like my idea. Or like that's like my hope is that, like, obviously I think a lot of people want Gears collections. I think even besides the fans, I do think casual people just want a Gears collection. Like they have Halo right on PC. Why not just add more? I'd be cool. I can't. Why can I down people, bro? Gosh, bro, this JD is a bitch, man. Not only does he run away, he just fucking keeps shooting his torque bow. Whatever. So I do think the Marcus Phoenix collection is real, though. It is real. I just think next year we'll see it. So I think right now it just kind of sucks because we just got like literally a taste of what the next Gears of War can be, and now we have to wait a year, and it sucks considering the fact that we've been starving for Gears of War content. But I think you can think of it like that in Halo in a way. Like Halo, they had to wait a long time for the next Halo game. Well, no, I actually take that back. I had to think about that. That's why I made Ty stand still. I had to think about that. Like, okay, Guardians came out what 2015. I almost said 2005. 2015. Infinite came out 2006 or not 2006. Oh my gosh, 2021. So that was 6 years. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, Halo never had to wait as long as fucking Gears did. So it just sucks that we have to wait this long. It does. It's like, fuck, man. Like, why? Why do we have to wait this long for Gears of War when it's legitimately one of your top selling franchises next to Halo, and you're making us wait that long? Like, you're making your flagship game like wait this long. Like, I don't know. It is just kind of crazy to me. Also, why? Whatever. But yeah. So obviously, I think I do want to talk about theme predictions. Like, I think the theme of the game is in the trailer itself. It is kind of a callback to Gears of War 1. Like the despair and hope of Gears of War 1. Like, at least Gears of War 1's trailer. Even like the game itself, it's like, like even like the trailer itself for Gears of War 1 was just like, yeah, man, like it did a lot for the theme, and I think Gears E-Day is doing a lot for its theme as well. I do think that I fucking knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do that, and I still just played into his fucking cards. But yeah, I think the MFC is real, and I think we should expect it 25, and I think 20. I think for sure 26 will probably have Gears of War E-Day. But for theme wise, I think that going for that despair, hope, kind of like just fear, depression, disparity, like I don't know any other good words to use for Gears of War, but just kind of that hopelessness. That's what Gears of War really shines. And the first three games, even if like you can say Gears of War 2 or Gears of War 3 were about hope, in the end it wasn't really about hope. It was just like fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. It wasn't really about hope, Gears of War 3 or Gears of War 2. It was like more like, man, like Gears of War 2, they had to sink their last remaining human city, and Gears of War 3, they were all like, it was all disbanded. Everyone was disbanded because the disparity was like the Lambent are taking over the world. Like there's nothing they can do. And Gears of War 1 obviously was just more or less like, oh, we're trying to have a good punchback here, because we've been down for so long, and it's like we need something here. So that's what Gears of War 1 is. And Gears of War 2 is like the hopelessness is like, man, we had to save our last remaining city to try and at least give ourselves a chance against the Locusts as they're also retreating, and also against the Lambent as well. But then obviously it just made it worse. Also, this Mira's a bitch too. A sniper and a boom shot? Really? Damn. What a... Anyways. It just... It like, it's like they thought the water was going to kill the Lambent. Obviously, it didn't. It just made the Lambent grow because it was a parasite. It just adapted to the water. So, yeah. But my theme predictions, I think, are very much... It's just going to be hopelessness, disparity, depression. Like everyone's just gonna be like, dude, what the fuck, we have to go into another war. Like it is just gonna be, it's gonna be sad. It is gonna be sad. And obviously too, you're gonna have this, like, you're gonna see cities fallen, and it's just like you're gonna see cities fall, and it's just gonna be a sad game. And I think this JD is actually a bitch, bro. I don't know how else to put it. Also, my bad if you guys can hear the gardener outside cutting my neighbor's grass, because they thought, a Wednesday morning is a perfect time to cut grass. Anyway, that's besides the thing. Also, this is literally a 1v1v1. Only 3 people right here. I just noticed that's why this match is going so slow and it's kind of boring. But yeah, like I think this Mira is waiting for me to grab a sniper. I'll just rush her. Fuck it. There's no point. I'll just kind of finish my talking points. So like we have obviously like gameplay predictions. What I think the gameplay is gonna be like. This JD left, by the way, and he left nades. He left nades there. What the fuck, dude? What are wrong? What is wrong with people? Seriously. But my gameplay predictions, right? Like what is the gameplay gonna be? What is the gameplay gonna be? And I don't know what the gameplay is gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be slow. I don't know if it's gonna be fast. Like, I guess this Mirror just left the game. Like, is the gameplay gonna be slow like Gears of War 1? Because in a way, I like that slower movement. Actually, there was a mode in Gears 5 they did, when the game was like during its life cycle, where it was that like that classic movement where you couldn't wall bounce, like you were stuck to the wall, but it still felt smooth. So I think, honestly, that would go a long way in. That would go a long way in kind of bringing that classic movement back. Because obviously I love this new movement, right? Or like, not that I love it, considering I suck at it, but it is cool, and it is a skill expression. But I do think there is still a skill expression in having that classic movement where it is kind of like Gears of War 1 movement, where it's just kind of like, okay, yeah, you can't wall bounce, but you can still have some sort of skill expression. Like up A's are still a thing, back A's are still a thing, that wraparound shot is still a thing. If they go back to that movement, I would adore it, honestly. I love that movement so much. Gameplay wise, I kind of want to, again, I want the gunplay, for me at least, I want the gunplay to go back to what it was like in all 3, even 4 Gears games, because even Gears of War 4 basically had the same gunplay as like Gears 3, Gears 2, Gears 1. I want that classic Gears of War 1 gunplay, where yes, there's bloom, but like my Lancer is just the fucking goat. Um, I want that. But like again, that's just me. But I want that sort of gameplay. I prefer that sort of gameplay. Like that. Like this game's gunplay, honestly, when shooting the swarm in the campaign, or even shooting the Lancer in general, it just doesn't feel the same when I use my Lancer in like Gears in the first 3 Gears games, or even in Gears of War 4. Like the Lancer felt so much more better to use in Gears 4 compared to Gears 5. Like I don't know why. From a campaign perspective, maybe multiplayer wise, yeah, the Gears 5 Lancer is really balanced, but in campaign wise, I preferred not using my Lancer in Gears 5. I preferred using like any other gun. The Lancer just felt like shit to use in Gears of War 5. I don't know why. Um but but yeah, like that's really my main 2 gameplay predictions. It's like I want that classic Gears 1 movement where you stick to walls, but you also are still able to like still move fluidly. I swear there was a game mode like that in Gears 5 during its life cycle, where it was like Gears, like I think that it was called Classic, where it was just classic movement, and you couldn't wall bounce, and it felt so good to play. It was so fun to play, because I think people play the game slower but get faster still, or not faster, but the game was slower, but I think there was a lot more better shotgun fights, or like better positioning. I did prefer that gameplay, and I think Gears is meant like that, right? I mean, obviously you can run head in with a shotgun and you would still be fine, but I did like that classic movement where it was more or less, it was slower, but I think it was more thoughtful. So even in shotgun fights, right? Like shotgun fights, it's like, okay, I got to be careful what wall I take because I'm stuck in an animation, and I think that's okay. Like you should be punished for that. Besides fucking misrolling about a dozen times and rolling to your death. Like I rather have the misinput of, man, oh, I stuck to a wall because I messed up, and I thought going to this wall would make me do this or that, or they do some crazy ass gameplay change where you're able to shoot while you're sliding in a cover. That won't be a thing. But imagine if that's a thing. Like you're just sliding, like you slide across the wall and you just fucking you're shooting while you're sliding, like what Call of Duty is doing, where you're just fucking running all over the place. Like imagine that. That'd be cool. Also, I talked about this in my thing, and also I saw Shadows talk about it too, where potentially weapon sliding could be a thing in the game. Like when again that little shot of Marcus slide, like sliding to pick up his retro, like that could be a thing. That could be a gameplay thing. That'd be kind of cool to have weapon sliding back. I'm just saying. But yeah, just that's like my little thoughts about gameplay. And then story predictions, man, there's a lot that they can do with the story. There is a lot. Obviously this is the first ever time that the humans ever see the locust, and it obviously the story and the theme kind of go together in the darkness of the story, but we're gonna mainly be looking at it through the lens of Marcus and Dom. Like, okay, obviously the story's gonna mention, like, man, how do Marcus and Dom adapt to this new threat now? They had the pendulum wars to deal with, but how are they gonna deal with how are they going to deal with the new, like, this locust? The fact that the drone in the trailer completely fucking shat on Marcus. I could have easily killed that Mira if I just didn't miss my shot. But that drone was absolutely shitting on Marcus, and it's like, okay, wait a minute, hold up. That I hate how noob that palace guard just fucking rocked up to me. Like, gosh, fuck, man. But again, it's like, how do Marcus and Dom deal with this new threat now? And I think that's a good storyline to go with. It's like, okay, how are people affected? How do Marcus and Dom feel, like, considering the fact they barely had any time to rest? I mean, it's literally in the trailer where it's like, damn, They barely had any days to rest, maybe like 2 days max, and the next thing you know, boom, E-Day happens. It's like, fuck, now we gotta fight these guys, which our guns suck ass. Our armor maybe isn't the best for their guns. This and that. It's just, it is a lot. It's like, I thought, fuck you. I'm gonna play slow like that too, bitch. The sniper. Oi. Oh, he backhand headshot me from that far? All right. But yeah, story wise, it is kind of like, damn, like, okay, besides Marcus and Dom's development, like, okay, how do the cog deal with like the entire cog? Like, who's gonna be in the story? That's the main thing. Like, who will be in this main story? Will it be this guy got a triple kill with Boom? Will it be like just a Marcus and Dom story? Will other characters like the player the character I'm playing as, like, that's the main reason why I was playing as Ty today. It's like, I did kind of want to talk about like who's gonna be in the story. Will Ty be in the story? Because we know that Ty in the comics is the main reason why the chainsaw, like the Lancer chainsaw, is a thing in the game. Like, Ty is the main reason why the chainsaw exists in the series as a whole. So, man, this Gardner is really loud. But, Ty is the main reason why the chainsaw exists in the game. So, will Ty be in the game? Will Kim be in the game, Will Jace be in the game? Because Jace, I think, was also part of, in some ways, like, Marcus's squad, I think. Maybe not Delta, but, whatever squad Marcus is put in. Bravo squad, Alpha squad, Charlie, Zeta. Actually, no, Zeta was Min's Kim, or it was Min, and Kilo was Barrett's squad in Judgment. But what is who's gonna be part of the squad? Or is it, again? It's fine if it is just a Marcus and Dom game. And why did I roll it? The wall was right there. Game. How did I end up rolling? But yeah, like, I just spawned. I just fucking spawned, bro. Are you kidding me? My spawn production ends that fast? That's so annoying. 3 seconds, bro. That's like legit the amount of time he did just to stick me and fucking I die. Anyways, like, is it just gonna be Marcus and Dom? Because if it is just Marcus and Dom, again, that is fine. Like, I look at Gears 1. Gears 1 was this, like, in a way, was the same. And why do people use power weapons? Where is there a mode in free for all where it's just shotguns? Like, because this is just fucking annoying, bro. Torque bow, boom shot, sniper, incense, frag grenades. Like, this guy has fucking boom shot. Whatever. I'm malding because I'm just mad. I'd rather have this guy with boom shot kill me. Whatever, bro. Oh, you couldn't shoot your boom shot earlier, man. Are you that fucking stupid? Ugh. You chunk me from that far, bro. Like, yeah, right. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video after this game, because, yeah. Anyways, the story, I'm just gonna let this game end. So the story, right? Like, who's gonna be in it? Will Ty be in it? Because Ty's the main reason why there's a Lancer, and I do think, obviously, the Lancer is gonna be in the game. Like, they can't. Like, Gears of War is all about using the chainsaw Lancer, so there's no reason why why the Lancer won't be in the game. They can just write it in. So that means they might have Ty in the game. They might have Recruit Clayton. My brother was thinking, what if they add Recruit Clayton in the game? Because, Recruit Clayton is a thing. So Clayton Carmine could be in the game as a squad or as an Easter egg. Like, we don't know. We don't know who's gonna be the main characters. Again, if it's just Marcus and Dom, that's cool. But I do think we are gonna get like at least a little squad, and then go back to Marcus and Dom, and then like it's kind of like what Gears 1 did a little bit. Like, how, yeah, you have Barrett and Cole, but like most of the time it is just kind of you and Dom. But you do have radio chatter with Barrett and Cole. But yeah, like, who's gonna be in the game? That's all. Like, I think Hoffman for sure will be in the game. I honestly, I think it is a for sure fact that Ty will be in the game because they need the Lancer in the game somehow, and Ty is the main reason why they get the Lancer. So for sure, I do think Ty is gonna be in the game. I think Hoffman's gonna be in the game. Um, and maybe they introduce a new character, but obviously that new character does have to die. It's unfortunate, but they do have to die in the game. But but yeah, I kind of just wanted to, in a way, collect my thoughts in a better way than just kind of be rambling, even though this was still a rambling video. Also, this fucking gardener is pissing me off, considering the fact I just lost my fucking free for all game. I'm slowly getting mad. I'm getting rage. This sucks. But yeah. Also, I wanted to thank you guys for the support. The last two videos, like the fact that like my prediction video before the showcase almost has 200 views. Like what the fuck? Like that surprised me. I was like, how does this video almost have 200 views? Like what the hell? And then also my other video almost has 50 views. Like that's crazy. So thank you guys. Honestly, I was only expecting to get like 1 or 2 views, and that's just me kind of reviewing my YouTube video, over and over again, because I'm like, this is kind of okay. But no, thank you guys. Seriously, I thank you for the support. I hope you guys keep watching. And I know I didn't upload yesterday or 2 days ago, but I thought today, I had my day off. Or I didn't mean to have my day off, but I did have my day off today for work. So I was like, might as well sit down, play a little bit of Gears, and just record something. My bad for the audio, as it seems to me everyone, their fucking mom is doing their gardening on Wednesday mornings. But yeah, have a good day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.